And I think we are live. I does think so. If I'm not, then I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, well, then I'm wrong. Welcome to the next episode of the Not Dave Grohl Show, where I get on camera and you have no idea what the hell I'm going to do next, because half the time, I don't know what I'm going to do next. And for today's episode, I am going to spend a little bit of time talking and then a whole lot of time composing drums on camera. So if one of those things are for you, welcome. If neither one of those things are for you, welcome. Hope you stick around. Click the likes and the follows and the subscribes and help me get my music and content out there. And of course, as soon as I start my live stream, this guy starts going off. The higher the hair. Oh, that's too funny. Little inside joke. So, where to begin? Last episode was very serious and very somber, and I told some personal anecdotes that were really only of value to me and some other people. But there is an interesting postscript to that story that I want to talk about for a few minutes, and because I got to catch up with an old friend who was very, very deeply connected to Bob yesterday. And I got to have a wonderful, I guess it was about an hour conversation over the phone, which is strange for me because I usually don't make phone calls. But where to even go with this? There are just some people that you meet in your life that it's just instant. And like they just get you and you just get them, and it works. And you're able to absorb each other's points of views in ways that you may not be able to with a lot of other people. Like there's just some people that are on your wavelength. And that was that conversation. That was that person. Her name is Vivi. And she was, excuse me, where'd that come from? She was Bob's assistant. And she's a lovely woman who grew up in the UK. And we had a very, very similar background. Because if anybody refers back to the episode from the other night, I was talking a lot about coming from nowhere and never supposed to what? Be anything. And she was like that. As a matter of fact, probably one of the most interesting backstories to a human being I've ever heard in my life. Like, she used to pub crawl with her friends pushing her around in a shopping cart, and they used to play punk rock shows at local pubs so that they could drink. And to which I say, why didn't I think of that? Um, that because it kind of does sound like something I would do. Um, but she has done some really amazing things over the course of her life, and including starting a capital firm, which was intended to help develop Western Africa, that she ran very successfully for many, many years. And now she is a writer. And here I am catching up with this person after all of these years. And we were talking quite a bit about our experiences over the last decades, which were disturbingly similar in a lot of ways, despite the circumstances being different. Like the lessons and the takeaways were very, very similar. A lot of it had to do with getting into situations where that led to serious bouts of depression and how we recovered from that, and how we were finding our ways down new avenues. In which case now I'm the one that's pursuing the professional music career, except for I'm not pub crawling to play punk rock shows and drink for free, but which sounds like a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a lot of fun. But we got into a really, really interesting discussion on shadow work. And for those of you that are not familiar with what shadow work is, basically it is, if I could summarize it poorly, it's basically realizing that there's a child throwing a temper tantrum inside of you because it's not getting the attention in the relationship with you it deserves. So your shadow convinces you, in a lot of cases, that it's going to be one of those nights, that horrible behavior is acceptable. Self-sabotage is acceptable. And I guess a lot of the misconception comes from the idea that the shadow self should be avoided at all costs, that we should cast it to the side because it's this horrible, awful thing. And really, it's a very powerful part of ourselves that we should indulge is a bad word, but that we should learn to accept and embrace. Because really, it kind of comes down to the notion that sating the relationships with our own inner child really leads to us being able to use that relationship in meaningful and productive ways. I'm not sure that there's really a point to this story other than I had a really cool conversation with somebody I haven't caught up with in years, and somebody that I deeply miss, and somebody that I deeply respect and highly look up to. But there's that. However, I did realize that I need to turn my air on really quick. So I'll be right back. There we go. Hopefully it'll be a lot better here in a few minutes. God knows I do not want to sweat through this shirt that I just paid an inordinate amount of money for. Because I had to go out and buy a suit today because I'm the best man at a wedding next weekend. Somebody thought that was a good idea. And this is me we're talking about here. So, but you know, that person is my father. So, like he had a choice in the first place. Rachel, how are you? Oh my God, it's so nice to hear from you. I miss you and Marco quite a bit too. You guys need to come down. We should play some pool together like the old days. That would be incredible. What's Tennessee like? Anyways, I was thinking because I did buy a couple of shirts today and I did buy a suit for the wedding. Anybody who wants to see me class it up next Saturday, I'm not giving any of you the location of the event, but if you manage to find me for at least a little bit, I will be, as the kids say, gussied up. I'm really glad to hear that, Rachel. It's really awesome to hear from you guys. Patty, what is this ridiculous emoji that you just put in my chat? It looks like a sideways marshmallow crossed up with a bunny rabbit. Easter was last weekend. So I am trying on one of the 2 shirts that I bought with that. I'm still not sure which one I'm going to wear with the suit. But I was thinking maybe I should start wearing stuff like this into mosh pits from now on and be like, you know, this is my rebellion against corporate oppression. But then I realized how much I paid for this shirt. And I'm like, no, I'm not letting that thing get ripped in a mosh pit. But next Saturday to play some pool and Marcos. I have no idea what that means, but if that means you're going to be around next Saturday, let me know, because I've got a place for you guys to play pool. But I'm not sure I've had any point with anything that I'm ranting about in the last 15 minutes. I just needed an opener, and I'm like, hey, I had a cool conversation with somebody. So maybe we should just move on. Maybe. But we are going to continue with the cover of Just Like Heaven today. I would really love that. I seriously miss you guys. You guys were some of my favorite show buddies. It's not been the same without you. But anyways, I am going to start from scratch here today, and we're going to build the drums the correct way, or at least what I think is the correct way. Hopefully they're close enough. And maybe even start into some guitar and bass recording and all of that stuff. And get at least one of these songs ready. So I will be here telling my computer to bang on the skins here for the next little bit. And we shall go from there and see how far we get until it is time for me to go for a run and burn off some calories. Anyways, let's go ahead and switch the BPM to 151. And I'm going to start with this ridiculous intro bar, which I'm still not quite that sure about. Mostly, no, I need the MIDI sequence there. And we are going to keep the parallel compression frozen for now. And I just realized that I have still not fixed the view for this so that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm going to do that really fast. Just call this scene screen 2. We should be back on video, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add, no, I don't want a window capture. I want, no, not a video capture device. Too many options. Display capture, there we go. We're going to call this screen 2 as well. Oh. We'll call it screen -2 since it didn't like that. And we are going to switch to that monitor, which is going to give you the mirror within a mirror effect here for a few minutes while I adjust everything. And then we are going to add my somewhat handsome mug back into the shot with a video capture device. And there I am. And now, when I open up my scene, or open up my MIDI sequencers and stuff, you can actually see what is going on. So now you should be able to see my MIDI editor. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm going to go ahead and minimize that. I'm thinking and let's get into here, and we're going to have to figure out. It's such a weird way that they enter this song. That's not quite right. All right, let's remove those notes for a minute. No, I need all of them. That sounds about right. We'll adjust those so that they make a little bit more sense here in a second. Okay, so I need that on beat 1. let's see how that. Take that kick hit out. Something's not quite working there. That kick still feels too soon. No, it's too late. Whoa, I don't want to close out. No, not in the middle of this. This is full production here. So okay, that might be right. See, and I think that's where the China's fell. No, that's too early. Let's fill in these rides, or not rides, but hi-hats. Oh, no. No, you go away too. Figure that out in a second. And And I think this is where I open up my other project really quick and I steal the drums from that. See, that tom hit still seems out. We're going to have a problem here. I can feel it. I knew it. So what I'm going to do is shift this like that. That works better. I knew it started on an odd beat. So what I need to do, let's glue those items and then split that bar like that, and then glue these two items and then split there. Whoa, what am I doing? See, and that still doesn't work. Turning loop off. All right, and pensively stare at the screen until the solution presents itself. That is the trick to this. One, two, three. Da 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 da. Da da da. Yes. Stand by for just a moment while I open up the previous project. We are going to steal some drums from that really fast. And this is where things get interesting. Take that hit out. Think. Hang tight for just a second. I am probably going to get into trouble for this, but I am going to do it anyways. Um, um, 20 and 1 and 2, 3. Is that what's going on here? Watch that be it. I'm just not laying. I'm. All right, let's move those forward. There we go. I was playing it in a triplet feel rather than in a straight 16th note feel. Ah, okay. That's what I'm doing wrong. I'm delaying that too long. Listen to that one more time. All right. Man, did I have that backwards. Gotta fix my hi-hat hits too. And we probably need a kick hit there. And this entire pattern is just completely get rid of those China hits really quick. All right. There we go. All right. I think that might be right. See, and it puts me a quarter bar off. Why is that? See, I just not count, like it lines up, but it doesn't. So I need, basically I need 5/16 notes for the intro, and there is no hit on the fourth note. So let's see something really quick. What if I shifted that like that? Drag that back in. See. See, and then that puts me a quarter bar over. So maybe what I need to do is actually shift all this back. That seems like maybe it would work. If I shift all that back, it should shift it back to the first note, and that should give me a quarter bar back. So let's glue these items. And then that too. And then we can split that. And then glue these items. This is not the conventional way of doing this, by the way. Move all these back. And then move these back. And then glue these together. And grab all that stuff up to the bar. And then drag this stuff back there. And we can split that bar there and glue these and then shift all that back a quarter of a beat. And that lines up. Don't forget your China crashes. Hey Nikita, how are you doing? And oh, look at you. You're sending me stars again. A whole 60. That is so sweet of you. Thank you so much. And then I think if I, wait a minute. Let's see something here. And then I think that just leads in. Oh, it's a crash, crash, crash. Okay. So it should be like that. Okay. And then that lines up on bar 8. Look at that. So and then we can and then that should line up into the second repeat. Oh, okay. All right. That needs to come out a little bit. There we go. And then let's see. I think it's got a different fill on one. All right. And I'm going to section this out really quick. We're going to say bass enters. And then clean guitar enters. All right, and what is that second fill? Okay, so that needs to be a China crash. All right. Okay, so the second time through is just a straight groove. There is no fill. So we're going to take this and then straighten it back out and extend this so that it's fitting that whole region. And we're going to make and then we've got region 3 here, and that should line up. And this is where the acoustic guitars enter. So This is a very, very long intro. Okay, so I need a double kick hit here. All right. All right. All right. And is there a fill on the third run through? Okay, and then that's got a double china. So and then we're going to repeat that section. And then we need line up there. So, and we're going to take those two notes out. And this is going to be keyboard enters, and then we've got and then that should be the start of the guitar lead. It's, let's see, it lines up with the original song. It's at about 30 seconds. All right, so then we need this groove again. And then that is going to, we might have to make a mild adjustment there. And then we're going to repeat that again. And then we need that section. Let's make sure all that's lining up. And okay. All right, and then we've got the double fill. Okay. So I really need to replace that like that. I'm just going to keep those China crashes in there, even though they're not in the original song. And we're going to do that. And then delete that bar out. We need the double crash. And then that should lead all the way up to the first verse. So let's go ahead and region that. Call it guitar solo 1. All right. That works. That's the complete drum section for the entire intro of the song. That is one long freaking intro too. Let's see. Hour and 6 minutes and we're already here, including that horrible intro rant that I did this evening. Not bad. All right. And I'm pretty sure there are tom fills on the beginning of this. So, and I think the only other place that I need to replace it is this. Back to the straight groove, please. Wow. Because all the upbeats, like the metronome literally sounds backwards. And let's fix the groove on this one, because why is it defaulting back to triplets? All right, let's go through and listen to this really quick. And all right, so we've got that laid out. I'm going to save this project really quick. I'm going to call it full, because the full version of the song will be here. And we're going to put it in a new project folder. And I think just to vary this up for the episode a little bit, because I'm going to record a lot of this stuff off camera, I'm going to go ahead and lay this out and do all the instruments for the intro as well, because I want to try to keep this at least a little bit entertaining for you guys. I think that's a good idea. And besides that, drums by themselves, unless you're somebody like me, are going to be and I probably should play this finger style, but I don't know. Let's give that a shot a couple of times and see how that feels. Make sure I don't have any other tracks armed. I'm going to do the bass on that line. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and try it like that, and then EQ it up and compress it and get it where it should be. No. why do I have it set to rear route for? Got it set to the wrong damn input. There we go. All right. I'm surprised I did that. In one try like that, because, well, I'm not very comfortable with fingerstyle. That's something I've been learning over the last year, but all the hits sounded pretty good. So let's listen to it again. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty locked in. All right, I'm actually pretty happy with that. I mean, Rob Seacrest is going to end up replacing the bass anyways, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but honestly, I would keep that performance and be completely happy with it. And I'm pretty sure the clean guitars do the same exact thing all the way through. So I don't think it changes until it's in the verse. Yeah, it's just playing that inverted chord pattern. The keyboards is going to be the tricky part. Let's see. Am I getting busted for copyright yet? No. Thank God. I'm betting, however, that YouTube will flag this video almost immediately, but I don't really care because they won't take it down, and I'm pretty sure The Cure is fine with building up covers on stream. If I'm wrong, then this episode just won't be on YouTube. All right, and obviously we're not going to use a bass patch for this. I was actually pretty happy with how the Vox AC30 sounded in the recording I did the other night. And I think what I might do is do a left that's really chimey and a right that's really yeah, we're going to use the ice setting. Yeah, we'll do that in the left and then do the more chimey one in the right to give it a little bit more balance in the EQ. But let's see, check my levels real quick. Yeah, they're about a negative 18. I could boost them just a bit, but I could also do that with a compressor too. So yeah, I'm not liking that signal. I need to boost it a little bit. Where is my IR settings? Let's add. Let's see where that's coming up. A little bit more boost out of the speaker. Let's put it up 3 dB. And that's coming up to about 12. That's where I want it. All right, let's go back and listen to that. I think I missed. I might be able to save that. That was really minor. All right. It's probably something that I can save when I track the right channel. So let's give that a shot. that sounded pretty into me. Just go ahead and pan these now because I know exactly where I want them from where we did the demo tracking session yesterday. Yeah, I covered up that tiny little mistake. That's fine. And next we get to do, we'll go ahead and add the acoustic guitars. And I need 2 tracks for that. And I'm going to color and icon them appropriately. And I'm probably going to move them out to their own bus later on. But and now I get to do the fun part of let's see here. Oh, pop filter. Just scent sharp. All right, that sounds pretty into me. And the tuner agrees. So, let's do some acoustic guitars real fast. have screwed the pooch on that one. Missed it again. I don't really need all of that. I'm just going to come in at the beginning of the electric guitars. Not happy with that. I totally missed a chord there. I didn't hear anything inherently wrong with that, but let's go back and listen to it to be sure. And then we'll track the right. Okay, so I hear a point where it ducks a little bit, but I think I can save that with some compression. And you guys have no choice but to assume that I am right about that. But I can always go back and retrack anything later too. And let's go ahead and adjust this back up to about right there. That works. And I think what I did in the original was I only panned these out 40%. I have to go back to the original video to confirm, but that makes sense to me. And I think what I'm going to do next is go ahead and record the lead track. And then we will get into keyboards. And shrink that back up. Shrink that back up. And shrink that back. Oh. Take it out of recording first. Now, the thing of the matter is that I used a way too overdriven. What's going on here? Give me my. Do I have my... No, it doesn't sound that way. But maybe it's just the way I've got the guitar positioned. It doesn't matter. But we have got to come up with... I think that's the way it goes, but we are going to find a slightly overdriven... I don't know, what do I have in here? Don't like that though. Want some delay on that. Maybe not that much. That's probably a little too overdriven. So why don't we dial back? That's a little too... Give it a little bit rounder of a tone. Let's see, where's that coming in? Let's give it a little bit more volume. Oh no, give it about a 2 dB boost. See how it's doing. All right, that works for me. So we'll start at the bar where the keyboards are supposed to enter, but we've not recorded yet. And then we're gonna give this a shot. Let's see how it let's see how it goes. First take was not great. I'll try it again. Missed a note in there. We're gonna try it again. And I almost want to double that with a cleaner tone. Let's try that and see what happens. You can always not include something if it doesn't work, but yeah, let's. You know what? Let's actually go back to the Vox patch. And do an ice, just do a really icy I think that might actually sound really nice together. We're going to find out. Do one more take of that. All right. My LED lights are falling down because nothing stays stuck to that. I got to find a new way to rig those up and keep them there. That's cool though. We're an hour and 48 in. Okay. So let's listen to this from the beginning up to this point, and then I'm going to start figuring out the synth to this. All right, I don't hear anything inherently wrong with that. Now, what I do hear is something grounding somewhere. There's too many loose cables in this studio. All right, so... Okay, and let's figure out a color for this. What have I not used yet? Let's use green. I think it's something like that. I know that it goes. Yeah, because it should just be the A major scale. Like, there's nothing really complicated going on there. Let's try it. Let's not try it like that, though. I don't want to record over my guitars. There we go. Oops. Yeah, I don't think it goes up that high. I think it actually starts on the octave that I'm descending to, and then goes down an octave, and then works its way back up the scale. But not on that note. Something like that. I need to actually listen to the track. Oh, and check out this flood of messages I got. Huh. Oh, it does go up to that octave. Oh. So it's actually... Okay, I can make that work. Because he's kind of paddling between the two octaves. I didn't see that. Playing the wrong descending pattern again. And you know what? That's pretty... we're just going to take those two notes out of the pattern because they don't need to be there anyways. All right, so... You know what? I'm happy with that. I know that I'm not playing that exact to the original, but it's still the same exact patterns. So I know that he kind of goes back up the octave at a different point, but um, I don't think anybody's really going to pick up on that. Watch, everybody picks up on it. So we've got the intro recorded. Cool. I can live with that. All right, so let's listen to it. Well, what in the world is going on here? Why do I have an extra region there? You know what? I'm not even going to mess with it. Let's do a tiny bit of mixing. At least the stuff that I know I can do. Why am I even doing that? When I went through such great lengths. Oh, that's right, because I never did those. That was the part that I was supposed to do on camera. Q. R base. And a good old 1176. All right. Drag that down. But we are going to add few and of course we're going to put the release at about there. And all right. And I'm also going to run it through a chorus. Go ahead and do that really quick. I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot to this because I just pretty much carried over the patch from the last session. I'm already pretty happy with how that sounds until I put them through the studio monitors. Actually, it's pretty funny. I'm pretty much using the same settings on everything for right now. But this is a rough mix. Got some peeking going on here. I wonder what that's all about. go ahead and put a limiter on it for now. Try this. All right. All right. See how all this guitar reverb does. All right. I think that sounds good enough for now. Because, of course, as soon as I turn all of this off, I'm going to throw it through my 7-inch monitors and I'm going to hate everything I did. Because that's the way it should be. But I think this is where I call it. Go do some exercise. Get myself back over here so I'm looking where I need to be looking. And call it an evening. Because this has been almost a 3-hour session at this point. So, for everybody that joined, thank you. Click the likes, the follows, the subscribes, twist knobs, pull levers, do all that jazz. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you soon.